Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mountaineers offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his big tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out the game.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
1st down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarter.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it in the middle, it's Abbott. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the middle. It's McLeod. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The give to the single back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Sticks it in his belly. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give them a bone, reward him. Now they'll block harder and they'll block longer in the future.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled 10 and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get to.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Arizona State dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite quarterbacks from Jake Plummer to Brock Osweiler, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are. As the teams there continue to jockey for...
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
To the air on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Turns it on in midfield. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete.
It's a seam wide open, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, West Virginia.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to the run. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle whistle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Weeks. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Give to the running back. There he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown Mountaineers. Once he got some room, it was over. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The inside handoff. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Right back to the well. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's McLeod. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Buck. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the fullback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Duke came in and applied their own mute button on this crowd. They silenced one of the most vocal home field advantages in football. And it's clear this Blue Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Runs through a tackle. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
On the ground, it's Hankins. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hankins. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in 3rd and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The short hands, it's McLeod. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the 1st half.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy?
Oh, he's got some space. And he can hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Gets it out quickly. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Got it in the middle, it's Buck. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining 1st half than you? And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Worthy. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got...
Oh, out of space. Touchdown, Ohio State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip-and-tongue affair in Iowa City. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got a man. It's Madden. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more.
Turning it on! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Abbott. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It is perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game was finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And, guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game.
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Touch pass on the run. Makes his man miss. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Charles. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Landry. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Keeps it on the bootleg. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hankins. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to...
And the defense got him at the 27. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man,
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. He's inside the 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways.
Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. The 50, the 40, the 30. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
What a massive play by the defense, knocking it out. That's a country fumble. There's nobody around it, so you scoop that puppy up and you get downfield. It's a huge return and a momentum-changing play.
To the ground with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 6 over Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches. And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Landry.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Landry. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wide receiver going in motion. On the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's looking to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On the move. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the fullback. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to do it on the ground. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Looking downfield on first down. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field, playing great defense.
It'll be a draw. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Going for 6. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he makes the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Abbott. On the move is the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points. On them.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap, You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that one.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Crosses, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Penn State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Here's the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk glass, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.